Brethren and sisters, for they who know how to ride a bicycle, and even enjoy to do so, can you think of the very first time you got onto a bicycle? The accidents you had in the process of learning to acquire the skill of riding it, the struggle and pain that you went through or endured as you honed the skill of riding, the blood that you lost when you fell down, and even the scars that you got along the way of perfecting your skill. And then think about the joy that came into your heart when you were finally able to ride the bicycle on your own without any help or even without giving a thought as to whether you could balance or not. Now, if you would not have gone through that process or even endured the setbacks and gave up along the way, would you have had such joy or gladness or sense of accomplishment or success in your life? Now, the same is true with they who have mastered the skill set of overcoming temptations, as they now have a true testimony of the things, conditions, and states of achievement that they have acquired, including mental health, sanity, respect, integrity, trust, honor, joy, happiness, and peace that surpasses all understanding to guard their hearts and mind, that Jesus Christ of Nazareth talked about as is recorded in Philippians 4-7. Brethren and sisters, it is my testimony also that true peace is a function of barriers, and if one does not create and maintain boundaries in their lives centered around the Ten Commandments of God, they are bound to experience tragedies, travesties, and even encounter strange experiences in their lives that will profit them nothing at all in the long run. On this one, it is better to take the counsel of King Solomon in the book of Proverbs, when he writes that a man without self-control is like a broken city without no walls. Another way to put this message across, or to relay it clearly, is to say that he that hath no rule over his own spirit is like a city that is broken down and without walls. While reading or pondering on the message contained in this verse or part of Scripture, I always wondered about an aspect of this message that is not as obvious to one who is reading the Bible through the idea of just skimming through it. A broken city is bad enough, and to the untrained eye, it would appear to suffice in espousing the idea that King Solomon is trying to introduce or sustain in the mind of the reader in order to take self-control seriously. However, why is it that King Solomon goes ahead and adds the lack of walls to this broken city? The answer to this question may vary, especially depending on one's experiences in life and even where they have reached in their own lifespan, stage of growth or maturity, or even age in their life. Whatever the conclusion is, one cannot deny the fact that self-control is indeed a pinnacle requisite for successful living in the true Christian life. And this is doctrine not only worth noting, but also worth internalizing at the deepest, most recesses in one's heart, as well as riveting it in one's mind or brain and effectively in the soul.